Come join me on a drive in one of my favorite neighborhoods. Hello again, it's Emily Cressey. Today we are touring one of my favorite neighborhoods. Jump in the car with me and let's go. I want to drive you guys around Lynnwood a little bit so you can get an idea of what it's like to actually live here. I did another video about some of the hot spots, hot Lynnwood hot spots. And now I'm going to show sort of some residential and some of the government buildings and just give you a sense of how everything comes together. I'm driving through a condo complex right now. We just had a closing, and these units for a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, you're looking at about $300,000. So that's what you get around here. And then homes like what we're seeing across the street, you're not going to really find anything for less than $500,000. I would say maybe more like $700,000 or $800,000 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath setup, and always higher priced options are available. So, but you can see this is kind of really typical. We're in town, we're close to businesses, but we have these really rural, almost countryside feeling suburban homes, and lots of split levels, lots of ramblers. They tend to be a little bit smaller, probably 1960s era homes. And we're going to be coming out here on 44th, which is the main drag through government-owned Lynnwood territory. And we'll come out by where we would get on the freeway to go to I-5, so you can kind of see some of the work that's going on with the light rail and everything down there. So Lynnwood, here we are, we're at the top, kind of the intersection of I-5 and 405, and this is a great commuter location. This is where I chose to live when I first moved back to Seattle after college, and my husband was not really sure where he was going to be getting a job. He was working as an independent contractor, and so we wanted to have access to different employment centers, and you have really good access to Seattle, Bellevue, and Everett from here. And it's going to be getting even better access to Seattle because the light rail is coming in. It's supposed to open this year, 2024, in August. So when that happens, you just kind of drive down this road, get on the park and ride, park your car, get on the public transportation, and away you go. There's also bus stops. So probably all the buses are going to end up taking people to the train. So you have a lot of different options and a lot of ways to get there. Unlike some of the other areas in Seattle, Lynnwood is not super hilly. There are certainly some big whooshing hills. One of the biggest ones is on 164th by the freeway, and there's actually a natural spring, like an artesian well, at the bottom of it. And a lot of people come to Lynnwood with their 5-gallon water bubblers. Here's a school, Lynnwood Elementary. We just park past the park. Aegis Living, kind of retirement home facility here. And yeah, so there's this spring, and people come and collect their water, and you can get like no fluoride, no chlorine, no nothing in the water, just natural goodness like God made it. So here's the fire department. Look for the little signs. It's fire station. Here's the rec center where they have the swimming pools, and you can take karate classes. They have a gym. Next to that is the senior center. They have a little garden. They you know, gather and probably play bingo and things. I'm sorry, I don't know exactly what they do. Here's actually, my daughter used to go, these are the government buildings. My daughter's preschool would go there and sing, like do Christmas songs and do little songs. Here's the library. The Lynnwood Library. We used to come here and do children's story time, which was really nice. And then Veterans Park is right over there. It's super tiny, just the corner of the parking lot. And then over here is the police station. which you can see is getting renovated. And then there in the back, there's a building with green glass on top. That's like a private office building type thing. There's not a lot of office, but what there is in Lynnwood is maybe like 4 stories tall, that kind of a thing. And then we're coming out here on the main drag. This is 196th. So this is where you're gonna find your Chipotle, your Fred Meyer's, your Panda Express, your Starbucks, your Jack in the Box, your KFC chicken, your IHOP. There's so many restaurants. This is really good eating. Red Lobster, Olive Garden, all this stuff here. Applebee's, they just expanded the road. They just finished a big road project because down here by these orange signs is where the light rail stop is going to be. And if you look over the freeway is the light rail expanding. And if you look on the left when we get up there in a minute, you'll see that's the end of the line. So this is the last call for the light rail at the moment. Eventually it's going to get built out toward Everett, but you can see like there's the edge of it flying off into space. And then over there is the parking garage area and the stop where people are actually going to be getting on and off the train. So this is as far north as the light rail comes at this point in time, 2024. They're about getting ready to open it, and then they had to repurpose. This is now empty, knock down some buildings. They're building new stuff with a crane over there. So they're definitely building a lot here in Lynnwood, going toward a more high density, kind of getting people within walking distance of this light rail for easier commute. There's a gas station. You can see our Washington State gas is priced at $4.79 a gallon. 10 cents extra for credit card if you don't use cash or a debit card. And so there's the big parking garage. Hopefully they have enough parking. One complaint of some of these places is that everybody wants to come and ride the light rail and they can't get a parking spot. So we'll see if that happens here. And now we're just gonna get on the freeway. So we didn't drive everywhere. We didn't go to Alderwood Mall. We didn't go down very many residential streets, but it just gives you a little flavor. I don't want to make this too long, but if you were driving to Seattle, you'd be on the road now, and I'll let you go because it's not going to be that interesting from here on out. But thanks so much for watching, and I do hope that if you're thinking about moving to Lynnwood or the Seattle area more generally, that you give me a call. I'm a real estate agent. That's kind of why I do the channel, is so I can meet people and let them know about the different areas that they might be considering living in. So my goal is not just to help you find the right house, but also to help you find the right neighborhood. And I'm a matchmaker of sorts. So as you get started, you're doing your research, feel free to make me part of your team. I will help you figure out all of this stuff, and we can drill down into some good options for you that are going to have a good commute, the neighborhood with the features that you want, the type of house you want, and the price point that works for you. So keep watching, and until next time, feel free to visit at homeproassociates.com, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.